Okay, everyone, this is me, and I'm finally coming to see Sister Deja's work at the Detroit Metropolitan Museum of Design Arts. I am so excited to finally get to come here, especially since I didn't get to participate in the live opening. So let's just see what's here. Hi.
Hi, welcome to the Metropolitan Museum of Design, Detroit.
Oh, thank you.
Detroit.
Thank you. Well, my name is Andrea Fields. I'm here to see a friend of mine's work, Sister Deja. But would you mind showing me around the whole museum?
Sure.
Okay.
Well, when you come to MOD, what you're going to come to is a bit more of an unexpected experience than you'll find in most museums.
Okay.
MOD is really predicated on design. We're one of the only design museums specifically dedicated to that, to design. In all its different forms, whether it's in IT, science, everything is by design. So our three platforms are biomimicry, which is how science interacts with design, because our bodies, our brains, everything is by design, right?
Yeah.
We're like the ultimate computer.
I hear that.
Right?
I can agree with that.
Because our bodies can heal themselves, it can tell you that something's wrong. So we look at that as a really big part of the basic culture of design. And then we also go with BrainWorks, is how your brain interacts when you're working creatively and you're firing off on all those cylinders or endorphins and being really creative. So that's one of the other pillars. And then honoring Black design, which is very near and dear to me, of course, because our culture has created so much of what you see in today's world and society.
That's right.
And we don't often get credit for that.
That's absolutely correct.
So let me take you over to Deja's spots.
So you
can see exactly.
And you're going to show us the rest of the museum too, right?
The whole 360.
Okay. Sounds good to me. Let's do it.
All right. So as you come to MOD, you're going to notice that this display was about the 7 continents of the world.
Okay.
Right? And we even included Oceania, because Oceania is really the whole plateau underneath Australia.
Right.
Australia is considered.
You know what? And I wondered how they called that a continent, because wouldn't that make 8? Because they're the lowermost. Yeah. Okay.
But it's sort of like Australia is within that.
Okay.
Plateau.
I see.
So it could be
separate but equal.
Right.
Okay.
right.
All right.
Yeah. So as you come through, you kind of see the continuity. We have, of course, our signature wall, which kind of gives you an idea of who we are and what we do. And then we moved into Africa, which of course is one of the biggest continents and one of the most important in terms of geographical, artistic history, right?
Absolutely.
And so we have these amazing presentations from collectors.
Is that mud cloth?
Yes.
Hand woven?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay.
And then
that beadwork is amazing.
Isn't it amazing?
Oh.
And this whole creative enclave is by a local designer, Eric Beeman, who has been on the national and international forefront for years. You've seen his things on the cover of Vogue and Elle, almost every major fashion magazine.
Nice.
When
and you
Eric
have his work here.
Yeah, he's actually one of the contributors. He's doing new pieces, and we're really happy and excited to have him as a part of the journey.
Now, do you sell any of the pieces that you have here? Okay.
Everything's for sale.
Okay.
Pretty much everything we can discuss the price.
Okay.
Right?
This dial is amazing. I am in awe of the beadwork on this. Look at that. How many birds? 5?
I believe there's
it's more on the bottom.
Several, yeah.
Incredible.
Yeah, and this was the actual.
It's
a ceremonial headdress.
Okay.
Right, and that's from Nigeria.
Wow.
Yeah.
This is spectacular. Wow. All right, let's go to the next thing.
The symbolic masks and drums and sculpture.
Is that cast iron or is it wood?
I believe this is carved wood.
It just amazed me because so many museums I've gone to and it looks like cast iron, but then it says wood.
Yes.
How?
Yeah,
I love the view.
Yeah, thank you. And this is a newer space for us, but it's just been an amazing opportunity to display all kinds of amazing pieces. And this whole, most of the artwork here is through collector Jerome Watson and his wife Deborah Geraldine Bledsoe Ford.
Okay, I've heard that name.
Amazing, amazing collectors of African art. And as we get here to the corner piece, we run into Deja Crowley, who has Azure Speed Fashions and some of her beautiful collectible pieces.
I love that her work is right by Africa.
Yes.
I love that.
Well, we wanted to, talk to the designers and collectors about what inspires them to do what they do, because it's that inspiration that really calls forth what you were passionate about.
And I'm surprised that you don't host any of the makeup she sells too. Is that because that was a creative endeavor? Look at this.
Yes. We look at all different aspects, and this is sort of a new venture for us with Deja. So we're definitely looking into all kinds of opportunities.
Lead me to the next place.
Sure. This wonderful piece here is by Charles McGee.
Okay.
And if you understand, Charles McGee has the main structured pieces over at the African American Museum.
Okay. No, I didn't know.
Oh yeah, if you go there and look at the outdoor sculpture, it's Charles McGee.
Okay.
Detroit, yes.
Nice.
And so if you kind of come through, we like to talk about building bridges, because building bridges is a connectivity point, right?
Okay.
So our goal is connecting. It's voices and choices. And so with voices and choices, we give an opportunity to hear what people have to say, to express and be heard, right? Because we all have a story, we all have a history, we all have our own special nuances. And so at MOD, we try to talk about all of those differences. And within that, we have something called building bridges through imagery of our values. And so we invited people to come over and write about where they feel their heritage is from. Because if you do like 23andMe, most people are surprised to find out who they're actually connected to.
Wow. I don't understand the concept of 23andMe. I think this is the first time I've heard it, actually.
Well, 23andMe is where you can get your genealogy, where you can figure out your whole gene pool, and things like that now are used to solve crimes. Because they can literally go back from your DNA and trace your history and your familial ancestry.
Wow.
And so one of the components that we like to talk about is how, as humans, we are always building bridges to connect. And in that connectivity is how we learn about each other's differences and likenesses. Right?
Yeah.
So as we come over here, we kind of explore the continent of Europe, which is, the old world paintings and art and its culture.
I'm surprised you don't have Black European work over here also, because we know a lot of Black babies were born after the World War.
Yes,
So
of course.
in Europe, and Germany, and France, there's a whole bunch of us over there.
Yeah.
So
Definitely. And by migration,
that too.
Reads a lot of that connectivity.
This is spectacular. Is it porcelain? It looks like it's too intricate to be bone china. Oh, there we go.
Oh. Yes.
I love your view. Now, when you have events here, does someone play?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Our founder, Leslie Ann Pilling, was her personal piano.
Okay.
And we loaned it onto the studio.
Oh, Santa got gifts for children and parents, huh?
Yeah, that is about 100 and some years old. The piece, yes.
Wow.
Yeah. And again, this is an original piece, and I believe it was out of France or England. I'm not sure.
Wow, it looks iridescent, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Was it hand cut? Because look how wavy it is.
Yeah, that's the technique of glass back in that period.
Wow.
These are the original
Pains.
yes.
Wow. I'm surprised to see ceramic that looks that old. Where did they get a kiln from?
Yes. It just shows you how design has been the influence for thousands and thousands of years, and how we figured how the pyramids were designed and how they could technically do those things.
Plaster, all of them. Because that one looks like it has, those on the wall look like they have a lot of sand in them.
Yes, and these are like original to some of the English gardens.
Okay.
As well, yeah. So we kind of move on to Antarctica over here with some sculpture.
I love this place. How often do you change your designs?
Well, it depends on the exhibit. Like this is part of our international exhibit that we do every November.
Okay.
And so in 2024, we're going to be doing, we were actually discussing today, the exhibits that's going to start from Black History Month in December, honoring Black design.
Nice.
And moving throughout the year. So we're looking at everything from music to interactive, opportunities. One of our pillars is creating with the youth. So I teach at CCS, so I've been blessed to have the opportunity to work with young minds.
Center for Creative Studies.
Yeah, so I never thought I'd be a professor.
Congratulations, isn't it an incredible experience?
It's an incredible experience.
That watch people's artistic gifts evolve over time is nothing like it. Unfortunately, it doesn't make us millionaires, but there's nothing that can beat it.
There's nothing better. Exchanging ideas and young minds and getting involved with understanding what the future can be.
Yes.
And so this table here talks about biomimicry. And so we talk to and list through the nature's contributions to our life.
And the rocks?
And the rocks, and this is actually from glass from the Detroit River. Right.
So wait a minute, did it come from a vessel that crashed or what?
Yeah, differently from the soil,
So it was naturally cultivated?
It was naturally cultivated.
Wow. Now that's amazing. Where did you get it? I might need to buy a piece of that.
It was different. It was actually collected.
Okay. Scavengers or?
A little bit of scavengers, a little bit of, people who are looking for the things in nature.
Okay. Wow. Incredible. I'm going to guess scuba divers because it looks pretty heavy.
Yeah. And so as we move to the other side of the room, we're exploring other different cultures. Here, this is from a opus, which is a gentleman who works with Cranbrook. And
are they stamps?
They are actual drawings. This is his artwork. Yes. And he's one of the new artists and collaborators that have come for the market.
May I touch one?
Yes.
I'm just really curious to see what the other side looks like. Oh, it's a hanger.
It's a hanger. They're all art pieces.
Nice.
Yes, and for your, husband or the guy who likes fishing.
The guy or the gal.
Right.
I know how to fish. I've done plenty of it.
There you go. And again, some more artwork and Citrus Oceana.
Oh my goodness. Oh my, how intricate.
Yeah, isn't that amazing?
It is. Oh my goodness. That speaks to me.
And we always like a little treat along the way, so if you have a sweet tooth, you can grab some
I just may.
So we usually do that because we've got candies from all over the world, and we kind of culminated it into a little candy bar.
Nice.
And get a little bit of a lift.
Right.
So as we kind of come into the Asian area, we also have our products from Mod, the t-shirts and things that we sell. This interesting little contraption here was designed by a gentleman, and it's art that you can purchase the individual cylinders, right? And they're battery operated, so they create art. So,
Really? Almost like a etch-a-sketch, not
Almost.
etch-a-sketch. What was that
kind of
called?
like an etch-a-sketch. That's
Okay.
what I kind of akin it to back in our
Okay,
day. When we had
right.
the wheels
That
would
was called an
turn.
etch-a-sketch
Yes,
then.
yeah.
Okay.
And so it actually turns on, and then
Look at that.
when you take the caps off,
Mm-hmm.
you actually can create, as you can see in that picture down below, you can actually
Oh, wow.
create your own art piece.
I can see this being amazing for an autistic child.
Yes.
Something to stare at for 27 billion minutes.
Right. And kind of, once you can purchase the full, and the designer himself will create one for you if you want the whole station, if you want just to be able to manipulate this, and you can turn it up, you can turn it down, you can kind of move to where it goes, pick it up and place it, create your own.
Oh, I like that it's turning. Look at that. Incredible. So creative.
It's really nice and interesting, fun component, like you said, for autistic children. Even when they just have fun, be creative. We've had just people standing around the table just creating art.
Nice.
And so we have our signature mugs and things that we sell in our store for
Okay.
Maude holiday shopping gifts. And this look is actually from Leslie, her design focus, because she also teaches at CCS. And these are pieces from her collection.
Nice. Blankety blank. Nice.
Do you remember the actor Anthony Quinn?
I do.
This is his art.
He
never knew
made
was an
that?
artist. Yes. This beautiful sculpture here is from Anthony Quinn, as well as this, which is completely marble, very, very heavy.
How did you get it?
It went through Chuck, he does all of the collecting, so he has an extensive art collection. Wow. Yeah, I'm always amazed at what he comes up with. For sure.
Wow. I had no idea Anthony Quinn. I would never have guessed.
Me either. When we did this particular exhibit.
Right.
These lovely pieces are silk kimonos and scarves by a designer local. Her name is Shauna McGee.
Okay.
Shauna has been in the design.
Oh, I love that it's
for
black
many
people
years.
on these scarves.
Yes.
Look
yes.
at here, look at here.
Yes.
Look. Wow.
Yeah, these are all her artwork.
My
I
goodness.
added to silk and then to a viscose as well.
All right.
And we have a few more design pieces from Meredith Crafton. These are all
Oh, I love
hand
that.
tooled.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, so they're brass printed on resin for the bracelet and cast resin heart necklace. And the cubic zirconia silver carved ring. These are all one of a kind, unique pieces from an artisan locally.
Nice.
Yeah. And we have a few more in North America, kind of a few more pieces over here in our art installation. And this is another very, very religious piece. This is also Charles McGee. And you'll find this in the history books.
Okay. Well, tell me a little bit about the history of this piece.
Well, as far as I know, of course, Charles created it. I believe it was done in I have to look it up in the book. But
Okay.
I think it was done in the 60s, 70s.
Oh, okay. And what was the symbolism?
I have no idea. I'll be honest with you.
Okay.
I will be honest with you because I don't know what he was thinking, but he's super creative.
It looks like scaffolding
It's
to me.
It's like a mixture of architecture
Okay.
and art.
Okay.
And I think a lot of his stuff kind of leans to that. It's almost, if you look, there's a lot of throwbacks to, I think, Egypt and hieroglyphics. I think you can
Okay.
even kind of tell by the slant and the shape with the eye. It gives me that. Now that might be my
Yeah.
interpretation, but when
That
I look
eye
at his art,
definitely
that's kind
says
of what I see.
Egyptian.
That's kind of what I see, in a pyramid shape.
Yes.
You know, so again, my interpretation, but that's kind of how I view his work, and he's a very well-known and prolific art. You know, somebody else could come in and tell me it would be something different, right?
Right.
But that's what art is. That's
exactly.
Aesthetic, right?
It
Everything
is
how it makes you feel.
Yeah.
So that's
it gives us a lot of talking points in life.
Yes.
More
sure.
beadwork. Oh my
Yes.
goodness.
Yeah, we try to use all our surfaces.
I see. But that's wonderful.
To give us,
Wonderful. Is this leather? Can I touch it?
Yes.
Yes, it is. Sweet. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much for this incredible tour. I am so delighted to be here. Now, if there is someone who just can't make it but would love to contribute to your work, how would they do that?
Well, you can go through our website at www.mm-o-dd.org, and you can donate there. We are really pivotal in working with the children. So for 2024, we're working on some really new and interesting concepts. You can go donate there, become a member, become part of our council, or just see what we do. Come by and join.
What if, because I've been to quite a few receptions at galleries, what if someone wanted to host a reception here? Do you do that?
They could give us a call. They would talk to Chuck at Collected, and we would see what would happen.
Okay, sounds good. Thanks again for this amazing tour. I really appreciate your time.
Well, thank you for stopping by.
Oh, the pleasure is all mine, and thanks especially for hosting Deja.
Yes.
Oh my God, her looks.
Come by and celebrate Deja.
Okay,
Our
absolutely.
pieces are here and they're for sale.
Yes, and they are magnificent, as you saw.